Welcome to the School for Writers podcast. I'm super excited because today I'm going to break down for you each part of the traditional book proposal and explain why it's there and what needs to go into it. Your book proposal has to convince an agent and then a publisher that your book will sell, and then show them exactly how you plan to make sure that it sells. So the first thing that you need to do is put on your business hat. This isn't about fancy words or beautiful imagery. It's about dollars and cents. Whether your book proposal is successful or not hinges on one single question. Will your book sell? Since you need an agent to get a book deal with most publishers, you're going to send your book proposal to agents first, so tailor it to them throughout this process. Each agent will want something different, so be sure to check out their website for what they want and in what order. First, you're going to need an overview. I've seen this described also as an executive summary or an introduction. It's a couple pages max, explaining what's inside of your book proposal. After your overview, you're going to want to go into your bio. The bio answers a few questions. Who are you? And why are you uniquely qualified to write this book? And what is different about your approach to the subject matter than anybody else's? This is your place to brag, and it's your place to show that you already have the context that will help you sell your book. So you have your overview and your bio, and next what comes is the competitive title analysis. This section answers the question, where would your book be in a store? And what would be on the shelves next to it? The goal here is to analyze about 5 to 8 comparable books that have been published in the past 10 years, hopefully sooner, with about 1 to 3 sentences on why that book was successful and what it did not cover that your book will. After your competitive title analysis, you're going to want to have your target market or your target audience. This answers the question, who would read your book? It may be tempting to say, everybody wants to read my book, but you want to be as specific as possible. Niches mean reaches. You want to show them exactly who is going to pick up your book and share it with people like them. Dominate your niche first before you try to sell to everybody. After you have talked about competitive titles, talked about your target market, then you want to go into your marketing plan, how you plan to get this out in the world. This is the biggest question of all that agents want you to answer. How are you going to sell this book? Yes, publishers will help you market your book, but you're going to have to do most of the legwork. The more specific, the better here. Tell them exactly what you're going to do. Don't say, I plan to post about it on social media. Explain exactly how often and in what way and on what platforms and what your following already is on those platforms. Your marketing plan is the most important part of your book proposal, so be sure to give it the time and research that it deserves. The 6th part of your book proposal, finally, now we have it, your chapter outline. This is simply an outline of the chapters that you plan to have in your book. It answers the question of, what's in this darn thing? Each chapter should have a title number and a brief 2 to 3 sentence overview about what's in that chapter. Finally, at the very, very end of your book proposal, you want to have sample chapters. Here, you're finally able to show off your actual written content for the book. This obviously answers the question of whether or not you can actually write, if you can write legibly in a way that makes people want to read it. Okay, well, that's it. That's your book proposal. And if you would love to get this book proposal outline, go to schoolforwriters.com/book proposal and you can download it there. That way we can help you with every step of the book writing process. I hope this encourages you to go out there and try to get yourself a book deal. I am so excited. Find us at School for Writers and let us know if you use this and how it goes for you and if you get an agent with it. We're here to help you along your whole book writing and your whole writing career journey. So we want to hear from you. If you use this formula to write a book proposal, come find us at schoolforwriters.com.